Apostadamus 3 cents. 2K mods.
Welcome to episode 24 of 2K15 Modding Weekly, your destination for curated 2K15 content on YouTube. I'm Pozzum, and we begin this episode with a mod that is quite literally phenomenal, as the venerated PH guy delivers us AJ Styles in his fresh new WWE look with a bit of help from Ray E on face textures and Pofo and Moveset by the Heartbreak Kid. This is definitely an absolute must-have mod to keep your WWE universe as up-to-date as humanly possible. The Big Guy debuted some new gear the other day that was quite a drastic departure from what he'd been wearing. Gone is the RVD style singlet that has been replaced by more traditional trunks, and thanks to Legrandcissar, it didn't take long before we were treated to a new attire update mod that comes in both black and blue variants. Grab the V1 version for black or the V2 version for blue, or snatch them both and add them as alternate attires for the big hungry. Tweet and delete, dumb as fuck. The default Divas roster was really lacking depth in a major way, but over the months since its release on Steam, praise be to Gaben, our talented team of modders have really bolstered the division, adding in a plethora of current roster divas as well as NXT favorites and standouts. Brayebird31 has taken that one step further. He expands the women's roster by giving us two Attitude Era / Ruthless Aggression Era legends, starting with the Hall of Famer, Lita. And you can't have Lita without her career-long rival and Hall of Fame counterpart, the woman who, in all actuality, we have to credit for the evolution in WWE of women being perceived as more than just eye candy, as them being substantive athletes of equal importance to their male counterparts within the WWE universe, and that of course being 100% Stratus faction, Trish Stratus. So grab the Stratus vs Lita pack. It contains both legends in a single archive. Next on the docket, we have the last mod of 2K15 from AJ Heel Turn, built off the base work done by Legrandcissar and PH Guy. This mod updates each member of the New Day to the latest Royal Rumble pink attire variant, and it comes in two options, one with jackets and one sans jackets. You'll find links to both in the show notes. And I just want to take the time to wish AJ Heel Turn the best of luck in all his exams. Thanks for all the great mods, and I can't wait to see what you come up with for 2K16. And I thought it only fitting to mention how amazing Xavier Woods was on the co-optional podcast a few weeks ago. If you don't sub to Total Biscuit or you just didn't know Xavier Woods was going to be on that particular episode, I highly recommend going back and checking it out. It was a fantastic 3 hours of video game discussion and comedy. And Brayebird31 brings us yet another Hall of Famer. This time, the five-time WCW champion, the master of the Spinneroonie and the Harlem Hangover, BTZ Booker T, giving his in-game model a proper update, improving him immensely over his default 2K15 appearance. It's always nice to see these legends get some nice love and little subtle corrections. Next we have yet another epic attire mod from YJ Kim for the Rated R Superstar Edge, with help from Skino on attire logos. Like most of YJ Kim's mods, this is a 10 attire mod in loose pack form, and it spans the length of Edge's Rated R run, providing you with his WrestleMania 16, 17, 21, 24, and 27 attires, his Backlash 2002 and 2007 attires, his SummerSlam 2005 and 2006 attires, and his Royal Rumble 2009 attire. Now before you go downloading the archive, since it is pretty large, due to some of the previous issues that I've mentioned, a lot of creators are turning to password protecting their files. So in order to be able to extract this archive file, you're going to need to have a Smack Talks account, and you're going to need to have a good reputation on that site, which shouldn't be a problem because Smack Talks should be your go-to destination for all 2K15 mods to begin with, since quite honestly, you can't really trust the validity of mods that come from anywhere else. Now, if you remember, in one of the first run episodes of 2K15 Modding Weekly, I had an episode featuring paid mods, and within that I discussed the trainer by KG that he was charging $15 for, and I brought up the fact that you could achieve many of the same things with Cheat Engine for absolutely free. Well, now, thanks to Pozzum and his insane skills with 2K15 and Cheat Engine, we have a free EXE that provides you with the ability to manipulate HP, stamina, and finishers, so now we can have proper squash matches within the game. I won't go into too much detail here, but I've enclosed the link in the episode notes that will provide you with all of the information you need to know about how to run the program, how to install the program, basically everything you need to use this mod, as well as the download link. Recently, I've received a handful of questions about POFO files and movesets, how they're created, how to install them. Well, our next showcase is the tool that does just that, the Wrestler Information and Moveset Creator by Waverider. This gives you the ability to create POFO files and movesets for any in-game or DLC wrestler, which also includes all the DLC CH numbers for any modded character you might want to install. Just follow the in-depth tutorials on how to use the program by Waverider, found on Smack Talks, as well as the tutorial by Pozzum on how to install movesets and POFOs into the game with Cheat Engine. You'll find a link to both in the show notes. And we conclude episode 24 with JulianBITW's latest mod. We tip our collective caps and pay tribute to the legendary Hall of Fame career of Bryan Danielson. From his lengthy run in Ring of Honor as the most technically proficient wrestler on the planet Earth, to his climb up the WWE ladder, culminating in the most memorable WrestleMania moment in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, Bryan Danielson changed the landscape of professional wrestling forever. I'll let the yes chance play out to conclusion, and I'll see you guys again soon for episode 25.